What do YouTube? We're reacting to the Popeyes chicken murderer, a fast food fiasco. Is that how? If that is how you say it? Let's get to it, man. No more talking. No more talking. I gotta click on the screen.
You know, the fast food industry really has no shame. They'll do anything to generate artificial hype around some limited time cash grab that they've slapped on their menu.
Szechuan sauce. That shit was busting when I first had it as a child.
And we could talk about these hype beast cash grabs all day. The Travis Scott burger, these various abominations at Taco Bell, the freaking Burger King Black Whopper, for Christ's sake. But there's one of these limited time fast food releases that really dwarfs all the rest when it comes to controversy. The release of the Popeyes chicken.
Let me tell you, when this shit came out, niggas were dying over this fucking sandwich, bro. And people barely eat it now. That shit's so crazy to me. Somebody lost their life. An old woman got body slammed. I'll put the video in this bitch. I'll edit a video. I would edit. I don't like editing. I would edit a video and show the bitch getting body slammed. Excuse my mouth. Female. My bad. Kruger. I'll put a video of the Kruger getting body slammed. She got body slammed over this sandwich. By a worker. By a Popeyes worker. By an employee. But let's see about Popeye's chicken murderer. Is this person that did the stabbing?
A release that was so chaotic that it's been blamed for inadvertently causing widespread criminal activity, assaults, and even a murder. And in today's video, I'll be revisiting the madness, telling you the story of this tumultuous chicken sandwich release and the infamous killer that ran amok during it. This is the story of the Popeyes chicken killer.
Come on, bro. Why he has to be black,
all of this fried chicken talk, it's got your boy ready for a snack. Thankfully, the sponsors of today's video, Cook Unity, hooked me heat and by our country's best.
Wait a minute.
Cook Unity offers weekly batches of gourmet meals prepared by our
it's straight chicken.
Each fresh, never fresh filters,
including
cooked potatoes. Spicy kick to them. The potatoes are well seasoned. Just an overall scrumptious meal that really satisfied that fried chicken craving.
Because people skip that fucking sponsor, bro. They skipped it. I'm one of them.
The craze that would eventually become Popeye's chicken mania ultimately begins in the summer of 2019. Seeing the massive success of Chick-fil-A's signature sandwich, chains around the United States were getting in on the burgeoning chicken sandwich market and started pumping out Sammys of their own. From McDonald's to Burger King to Wendy's, everyone and their grandma was slapping together some mediocre chicken offering just to say they had one on the menu.
Wendy's had one.
For any of you out there that have tried these chicken sandwich offerings from these lesser chains,
nothing competes with Popeyes.
They don't hold a candle to the Chick-fil-A classic, baby.
Oh yeah, that too. Dang drops. What's going on, my sexy
With that being said, in August of 2019, a worthy contender would enter the chicken sandwich wars. And that contender was Popeyes with their own Southern-style chicken sandwich. This bad boy was quietly released on August 12th. It was met with little fanfare initially. For most, the offering flew under the radar, but those who tried the sandwich were giving it rave reviews, praising it for its brioche bun, crispy breading, and overall juiciness. But despite these glowing reviews, people weren't flocking to Popeyes restaurants to get their hands on this thing. So how did we go from this to this?
That's why I don't fuck with y'all Popeyes. I'm finna come in there and pop y'all motherfucking eyes out y'all fucking head.
Long lines outside of Popeyes.
No, you get threatened. No, I would never get threatened like that.
Wait, are rewarded with the latest sensation, a Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Well, it pretty much can all be boiled down to Popeyes punking Chick-fil-A on Twitter. Seeing positive reviews of Popeyes chicken sandwich and Twitter banter suggesting that this sandwich was better than Chick-fil-A's, some dipshit at Chick-fil-A crafts this glaringly insecure and passive-aggressive tweet, obviously directed at Popeyes. Bun plus chicken plus pickles equals all the love for the original. Now, Chick-fil-A up to this point had never acknowledged any of its other chicken sandwich competitors, and this tweet seemed to telegraph that they actually thought that the Popeyes chicken sandwich was a threat to their bottom line. And it's the way Popeyes replies to this passive-aggressive
What's going on? Come on, bro.
Tweet that ends up sparking a chicken sandwich frenzy.
Bro, you serious? You serious? So I definitely gotta edit this video now. I definitely gotta edit this video.
It was a simple reply tweet to Chick-fil-A saying a chicken sandwich frenzy. It was a simple reply tweet to Chick-fil-A saying, y'all good? Popeyes is like, we got this
OG
fool on
answer,
the
bro.
ropes, bro. This cheeky response was perfect, and needless to say, the Twitter masses loved it. Because let's be honest, dunking on Chick-fil-A is kind of a pastime of Twitter if you haven't noticed. Popeyes ratioed Chick-fil-A to Middle Earth, and their tweet wound up getting close to 300,000 likes. The humorous back and
Popeyes
forth
just like
between the
that.
two chicken giants was covered by blogs across the internet, which inadvertently raised the public's
See, I wasn't on
awareness
Twitter
of Popeyes'
around this
new
time. I
chicken
didn't have
sandwich.
Twitter.
And naturally, you had people wanting to become a part of this viral moment, so they ended up going to Popeyes to try this chicken sandwich for themselves. Popeyes had accidentally stumbled into a viral marketing campaign here.
Must be crack in this chicken sandwich.
It's gotta be crazy to wait in a line like this. Is it worth it?
Yeah, it is.
This is Takina Nadane's
It is not
second
worth
weight
it.
for the sandwich.
Nothing's worth
The internet
it.
has declared a taste challenge to the chicken sandwich holy grail, Chick-fil-A.
I gotta know the verdict here.
Popeyes.
It's better.
It's better, yeah.
His first taste, a moment in chicken sandwich
Oh,
history.
black. Oh, yeah. Your life ain't changed.
He
Yeah.
says he'll be back for more.
You ain't used to that white boy chicken at Chick-fil-A.
I taste the pickle. I got a little pickle. The bread.
Fuck you.
Very good.
Fuck you mean you taste a little pickle, nigga? That's why the pickle's on there for you to taste. What do you mean? I taste a little pickle. Nigga, what else you gonna supposed to taste, nigga? You're supposed to taste the pickle. Fuck. They don't put it on there for decoration.
So before you know it,
Like, what the
stores that
hell?
once had surpluses of chicken sandwiches were now running out. And when news of chicken sandwich shortages started to spread online,
Yeah,
that's
people
when
went
panic
crazy.
set in for those who hadn't got their hands on one yet. With the sense of urgency surrounding the sandwich, lines started spilling out of Popeyes restaurants nationwide. A full-blown mania had erupted, and with the mania came criminal activity. Videos began popping up on social media showing disorderly scenes at Popeyes. One video shows a portly patron reaching through a drive-thru window assaulting a restaurant worker over a chicken sandwich. Another video
Damn.
shows a chaotic drive-thru scene where two vehicles collided with each other while in an effort to fight for their place in line to get a chicken sandwich. Hell, at one point it was reported that an armed mob entered a Popeyes restaurant and allegedly held a cashier at gunpoint over a chicken sandwich.
Hey, look, county jail's chicken sandwich is way worse than this, so don't do this kind of thing. We've told you about how popular the Popeyes chicken sandwich is. The sign here on the door says it all. Be right back. They don't have any chicken sandwiches. But you know what? Apparently, one group went inside the store asking for the sandwich. They were told no. The customer became so angry, he actually pulled out a gun. Police say there were 5 adults who came in. They also had a baby with them.
They had a
walked in the
child,
store.
bro.
After what had to have been several weeks of hell for
starting to get a little
Popeyes
cold.
employees, the chicken sandwich mania would eventually die down in mid-September after pretty much
until it
every
gets
store
brought
had
back up.
sold out of chicken sandwiches.
Till
While
it
the
came
limited
back.
run of chicken sandwiches had run their course, Popeyes did tease that more were on the way, with many restaurants having signs placed on their doors and windows.
fact, this was all
claiming
during
that
the pandemic,
sandwich
too.
would
It's
return
crazy.
sometime in the future. But for
Crazy.
the time being, folks would have to wait for another shot at the sandwich, which brings us to the topic of the Popeyes chicken killer. Let's fast forward about a month. The story of the Popeyes chicken killer begins in October of 2019. After quickly
Oh, this is
selling out of
before the
chicken
pandemic.
sandwiches back in September, the public was demanding Popeyes bring back the item for those who missed out on the initial limited release. Being fans of money, Popeyes obliged. And on October 28th, the chicken chain would announce via another cheeky tweet targeting Chick-fil-A that the sandwich was returning to stores on November 3rd. This announcement naturally set the internet ablaze. And finally, once the day of November
Ooh,
3rd
they
arrived,
dissing
all
Chick-fil-A.
hell broke loose once again.
A mania.
This video, posted by Murder Inc. Sunday, shows a group of employees physically fighting in the back of the store.
They're fighting each other. People are fighting the employees. In the parking lots, in the streets, it's getting out of control. No other chicken place is dealing with this.
We need to have security out here. The neighbors, Wendy's, Wenco are complaining
That shit's
of this
crazy, bro.
disturbance of the cars lining up all the way through their properties. so we're going to have to shut down.
While night one of the Popeyes chicken sandwich re-release proved to be quite the disorderly spectacle, no one was seriously injured during this frenzy. But the same couldn't be said for the following evening. On the night of November 4th, Chicken Mania was still sweeping the nation, with long lines spilling out of Popeyes around the country. And it would be in one of these lines filled with hungry visitors that a tragic scenario would unfold. The location was the Popeyes at the 6200 block of Oxon Hill, Maryland. 32-year-old Rico McLean is in line with several other restaurant visitors, all trying to get their hands on a meal. With folks experiencing above-average wait times for their meals, the environment is tense and folks are very defensive regarding their position in line. The last thing you'd want to do in a situation like this is try to jump the queue.
Yeah.
And with that being said, enter 27-year-old Kevin Davis. Davis was also in line for Popeyes on this eventful evening, but at some point while waiting, Kevin reportedly makes the decision to cut in front of several restaurant patrons in line. It's at this point where Rico McLean angrily confronts Mr. Davis, leading to a verbal altercation between the two men that only becomes more heated as time passes. Eventually, Rico McLean and Kevin Davis decide to take the matter outside, presumably to squash the beef with their fists. But as the men exit the Popeyes building door, that's when Rico McLean almost immediately produces a knife and lunges at Kevin, stabbing him in his upper torso, the blow mortally wounding the man. After the cowardly stabbing, Rico McLean would flee the area, leaving Kevin for dead. Nearby witnesses would call police, and first responders would escort the rapidly deteriorating man to the hospital. Unfortunately, medical personnel were unable to save him, and Kevin passed away later that evening.
This is about the stabbing.
What began as an exciting night ended in the tragic murder of a young man. And the situation was only made worse because Rico McLean was attempting to evade justice. He was on the run and in hiding. Unaware of the man's identity at the time of the murder, police would release surveillance footage from Popeyes showing their unidentified suspect and naming his female companion a person of interest in the murder of Kevin Davis. Because the stabbing occurred during the midst of the Popeyes chicken sandwich hype, it became inextricably linked to the sandwich's release and would make national news headlines.
Now to Maryland, where a man was stabbed to death outside a Popeyes restaurant. Police say the stabbing happened over a fight about the fast food chain's chicken sandwich. You heard me right. They added that it appears that one man may have
people are still in there eating. I would just left after
in Oxon Hill today, candles burned for the victim, 28-year-old Kevin Tyrell Davis of Oxon Hill. Meanwhile, customers inside continued to stand in long lines to get the sandwich.
That's
and were
crazy,
shocked by the
bro.
Circumstances.
It's very, very crazy.
But they don't care. I don't understand that shit. I really don't. Let's redo the edit. 3, 2, 1.
Sandwich, and were shocked by the circumstances.
It's very, very crazy just to stab somebody over a chicken sandwich. If they had talked to me, I said, man, I'll go buy you a chicken sandwich if you don't stab that person. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
With so much attention being granted to this case by way of the Popeyes hype, it was only a matter of time before someone would come forward and reveal the killer's identity. Law enforcement would eventually get a tip, and 10 days after the stabbing had taken place, on November 14th,
They got your
Rico
stupid
McLean
ass.
was identified as the suspect,
Got
and
your
police
stupid
would arrive
ass.
at his
So
home in
what
Capitol
do you even
Heights,
do it for?
just 20 minutes from the crime scene. Rico McLean was then arrested, jailed, and charged with first-degree murder, second-degree murder, first-degree assault, and second-degree assault.
Stawinski said the accused killer, Rico McLean, was caught yesterday.
So if it's murder, how is it still assault?
Nova Avenue. And Stawinski said
I understand
he
that
does not
shit.
suspect
I
anyone else will be
understand, but I
charged in the
don't
case,
understand.
either as an accomplice or for helping McLean hide from the law. And something else here, Stawinski said persistent conversations also on social media that somehow the victim and the suspect knew each other and had some kind of ongoing dispute are simply not true, period.
Oh,
Davis
that was not
is
true.
accused of cutting the line, and McLean is accused of killing him for it.
The killer would later be found guilty of second-degree murder, and in September
Hell
of 2022,
yeah, you're gonna be guilty.
Rico McLean was sentenced to serve 22 years in prison for the callous killing of 27-year-old Kevin Davis. Prosecutors were hoping
That's
to get
crazy.
30 years or more
22
for Rico
years?
McLean, but the judge
The
decided
fact
to
y'all
go with
putting
the lower
years?
sentencing option here in consideration of McLean's children. Due to state sentencing rules in Maryland, Rico McLean will only have to serve a minimum of 50% of his sentence, meaning that
11
he
years.
can hypothetically get out of prison prison in around 10 years, which would technically sort of, I guess, give him some years of raising his children in their formative years, I guess is what the judge is
That's
thinking
so stupid.
here.
You should you should be thinking about the bills.
Sad and disturbing story.
You should not be thinking about kids when somebody takes somebody's life. You don't think about that shit. They didn't think about that. That person the victim had kids. When he stabbed him, he didn't think about that. He didn't think about if he had kids. He didn't think about his mama. Come on, bro. You can't be doing that, bro. You can't be that. When you take somebody's life, you should be doing life. Period, bro. Period, bro. When you take a nigga life, you should be doing life. You should be doing life for taking his life. That's just me though. Y'all don't want me as president. I'm being for real. Shit gonna change. About this justice system. Shit gonna change if I become president. Cause ain't no way you gonna kill somebody over a chicken sandwich. The dumbest shit ever. It only get 22 years, but only gotta do 50%. Then you gonna do life, nigga. Fuck you. Fuck your kids. Off rip. Just tell it how it is. Cause you didn't give a shit about this man, so why I give a shit about you? Yeah, you gotta treat others the way you want to be treated, man. That shit's not fair, in my opinion.
A young man's life taken
That's just not
far
fair.
too soon just because some guy got minorly inconvenienced in a Popeyes and thought the way you solve that problem is by stabbing them.
Exactly, bro.
Rest in peace to Kevin.
Rest in peace, KD.
Popeyes is by no means directly responsible for the actions of its restaurant visitors.
Yeah,
but it's
they're not
simply
responsible
bizarre
for
to
that.
me that such a mania can be created over something as trivial as a chicken sandwich. In the age of social media, we've seen similar scenes play out time and time again.
So what's wrong
All it
sauce
takes is for a
with
company
fucking
to
Rick and
engineer
Morty?
some viral moment online and mix that
Excuse
in
me.
with an illusion of scarcity. Folks are going to be knocking down doors trying to get their hands on whatever you're shilling.
It don't look that good no more either.
But wrapping things up here, that was the story of the Popeyes chicken killer. Let me know what you guys thought about.
All right, bro. My 2 cents on this, bro. You should not. Well, he just now serving time, but bro, you should not. You should never be able to see a light of day for taking that man's life for no reason. Off rip, point blank, period. That's just how it is. So I don't even care, bro. Like you don't deserve it. Like. That man did not deserve that shit. But that's all I gotta say, man. If you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. Any video you want me to react to, hit my Twitter. I'll be checking it in about a month or so. Yeah, a month or so. That's it, man. Hope you have a nice day, a nice night, or whenever you're watching this. Hope it's good after. I'm out. Peace.